This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Next up, we've got a promo from Hacksaw Jim Duggan that's just got to be heard to believe. So me and you are going to lay out, and I'm going to play it for the audience here. Here we go.
Anticipating the next big battle to take place here, the big boss man taking on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We're going to try and get a few words with Hacksaw before he gets out to the ring. Now, the big boss man is truly one superstar who lives by his own law. You have to approach this mismatch a little bit differently than...
I don't have to approach anything any differently. Hacksaw Jim Duggan does his things his own way. And boss man, remember, this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. And it was just a matter of time before you crossed Hacksaw Jim Duggan's path. A man will face you eye to eye and stand toe to toe with you and give you 110%.
Well, the big boss man has stated you are going to be serving hard time before this match.
I don't care what the big boss man says. I don't care what the big boss man thinks, because he's not talking to some young punk down at the convenience store. He's talking to Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and I'm coming after you, tough guy. Oh!
On the way to the ring is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It looks as though he'll be giving the big boss man a hard time.
When did you guys do these interviews? Is this done live during the show? This feels like something you would have done earlier in the day or perhaps even the night before.
No, I pre-taped during the day.
I don't know why, but him stumbling all over himself was hilarious to me. This is going to be one of Bossman's last matches as a heel here. They're going to go 10 minutes and 24 seconds. Duggan gets the win by DQ. Meltzer gave it -2.25 stars. He says, I thought cruel, unusual punishment was banned by the Supreme Court. The only debate is which constitutes a more flagrant case, Jim Duggan having to go 10 minutes or the rest of us having to watch him try. It was so sad. With the exception of Andre, who was a crippled man who should have long since retired, Duggan is by far the worst guy in the WWF. Bossman has really dropped the weight for his new babyface role. He looked to me to be 270 to 280, which is considerably lighter than Duggan. And this match was even worse because they were trying, which made it that much sadder because the timing was worse than awful and everything was botched up from Duggan's end. He was so blown up that when Bossman went for a splash and Duggan moved, I thought Duggan wouldn't have the energy to move and Bossman would hit him and then they would have to pretend he missed because that was the script. After the worst collision I've ever seen, Slick threw Bossman the nightstick and he used it, which was called for the DQ. Duggan hit Slick with a 2x4 after the match, and Bossman took a few good bumps, but it's been many months since I've seen something this bad. -2.25. You watched it for the first time in a long time. Not Duggan's best match. What'd you think?
It wasn't that bad, for fuck's sake. It was a match that was put before the Royal Rumble, break everybody down and just kind of get through it. But it was not that bad. It was fine.
It was fine. Oh, what a ringing endorsement to buy this on pay-per-view. So far, I really want to encourage you to watch the opening of this show just so you get the old school. I really want you to go out of your way to watch the Brother Love segment. But
thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future clips that we upload. We hope we made you laugh, and we hope we can save you some money right now at SaveWithConrad.com.